ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Hermitcraft. As you can see, I'm wearing my architect suit today instead of my super rich red coat. Coat? I don't know. I don't know if it's a coat. But no, I did not lose my diamonds. As you can see, I still have, well, majority of my diamonds. I think I've spent 3 diamonds in total. But the reason I'm wearing my architect suit is because I am about to meet up with Stress Monster. So last episode I made an offer to the Ice Queen to buy all of her blue ice. And that's something I need because I bought a racetrack. And I'm not sure if that investment was great or not. I'm hoping that it was. Mambo was certainly agreeing. So the reason I'm not wearing my posh robe, which I feel totally weird not wearing it now that I'm rich, but the reason I'm not wearing it is because I don't want to intimidate her when we do our deal. I don't want the focus to be on how rich in diamonds I am and talks about diamond bling and diamond blang. I'd rather just, yeah, look like a poor architect employee and do this deal. I take it that you found our little offer in your shop.
I did. You're gonna make me rich, finally.
Yeah, it sounds like you've already accepted. Can you smell Mambo? Oh, he's had the worst stomach issues lately. Come on, let's get out of here. I cannot be in that room. I'm terribly sorry, Mambo, but that is just gross. This is nice.
God.
We can meet down here. This is where Green gets his carrots from. I didn't even realize it's just punched a wall in my Zen garden. That's not very Zen.
This is kind of Zen. Well, it is a little bit. There's carrots. They're au naturel and stuff, you know.
So 100 diamonds for 34 stacks of blue ice. I mean, I know blue ice is...
hang on.
Okay.
We will pay 100 diamonds for all these stacks of blue ice. 31.
Oh yeah. I think I may have calculated that wrongly. But okay, 31 stacks of blue ice.
Boo-boos.
I think I did. Yeah, people were telling me I did. Wow, you're very close up there. Okay. Anyway, 31 stacks of blue ice for 100 diamonds. Are you taking the deal?
Yes, I am. I'm skin, all right? I need diamonds. I have 1 diamond left. 1.
Yeah, I know what it's like. I will have to head to the vault to pick up the goods. I will just open this super secure security vault door of doom. It's a very, very important sequence.
All right. It's not an ender chest, is it?
Uh-huh. No, sorry. It's not an ender chest. No. I have got the goods. I have got the goods from our super secure vault of doom.
Alright, I've also got the goods. But because I'm such a gorgeous person, okay, and like I said, I want to spread the ice all over the world, and Sahara's actually going to do that for me, which, you know, it's nice. It's very nice. I'm actually going to give you 2 shulker boxes.
Oh my goodness. What in the world?
Can I have the shulker boxes back though, please? Because like I said, you know.
I will hold on. And, I shall deliver the payment in Sahara boxes instead. That is 100 diamonds.
Is it? Yeah.
It doesn't feel so good, does it? But if you break the blocks, it looks a lot more.
I don't even care, all right? Literally, I did just have 1 diamond to my name.
I mean, this is so generous. I feel really good about going to the Ice Queen and utilizing our partnership. 2 stacks! No, 2 boxes of shulker boxes. That's like 5 million stacks of blue ice. Here. Take some tip. Have some tip.
Yay!
I gotta go change Mambo now. Now I know that my ice farm is super mega up. But to get this amount of blue ice that we just got from Stress Monster would take probably 3 AFK nights or something like that, because this is a ridiculous amount of ice. I'm kind of curious to find out how much ice this actually is, like in regular ice blocks. And since every blue ice contains 9 packed ice, that means that we can take that times 9, and then we have 15,552 packed ice. Take that times 9 and you have 139,968 ice per shulker box. That is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. So thank you ever so much, Stress, for the generosity of this blue ice. I mean, the requirement from Ren, I think, said 100,000 ice. These 2 shulker boxes alone is 279,000 ice. That's crazy. Now, I couldn't help to notice that someone, Green, has put up a beta sign at Sahara. And I'm pretty sure this is because he has started building the Sahara Now building, which I need to make the Sahara Now redstone, which, by the way, is going to be super cool. I have worked out a little bit of a system that I'm so excited to show you. But I'm going to wait with this. I know that Green is away on a trip and he hasn't yet, as of this recording, released that video. So we'll have to work on that in the next episode. For now, I'm going to head back to the island. Actually, no, cancel that. Let's not head back to the island. For now, I'm going to head to Mambo's base while I'm here, because I happen to know that he has made some massive improvements and progression in the villager build-off. And once again, I'm super scared. And yeah, he has completely ripped out the genius machine that he built in the last episode. And instead, oh wow, okay, he has started his trading center. Now, a lot of people on Twitter and in my comment field told me that he has scrapped the genius machine because he has installed this guy. And he looks super creepy with that wither head on, I gotta say. So this guy, this is a system where he can infect the villagers on demand instead of doing it once in the genius machine. That being said though, I don't think that one Zombert in here is going to be able to reach all of these villagers. If this guy would be over in this general area and he wants to reinfect the villager over here, he's not going to track him, surely. No, he's just standing, you can barely see him over there, but he's not going to track this villager. No way. 20 cells per side. So he has 40 cells for villagers. Yeah, we're gonna beat that. 40 cells, Mambo? Really? 40 cells? Are you kidding me? That's nothing. But I gotta say, this is a very clever system. So that trapdoor makes it so that the villager can't get out and the Zombert can't get in, because the trapdoor is 0.2 blocks or something like that. Okay, and then he has the string mechanics to determine which activated rail is active. So he's not actually storing the villagers in minecarts. I just had a skeleton fall down from there and land right here and die. Okay, so one thing is good, and that is that this is not mob-proofed whatsoever. What in the world? So we're still winning on security. That is good news. And decoration. Even though we don't even have a villager trading center, I'll say that this is losing in decoration versus a non-existent trading center. Anyway, I think I've seen what I need to see, and now it's time to head back to the island, because I need to start thinking about how I want to do my trading hall. For goodness sake, Mambo, not even the pathway for the villagers is mob-proof. You gotta be kidding me. I'm just gonna help him out. I'm a good guy like that. This is this is really stressing me out. Could have been a zombie or what. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? So it feels really good to be back home, and I've actually done a little bit of stuff in my base that I haven't really talked about or showed you guys in a YouTube video. This is one of the things that I've done. I have sort of created this wasteland with Iskalium ravines or Iskalium cracks or whatever. These look a lot better during nighttime, I promise you that, because they are glowing. But I've been trying to create some sort of wasteland feel here on the Mushroom Island, and this is the style that I will slowly go with throughout the building of this base. I kind of want to take over the entire island and make sure that this is the general terrain, because it looks It looks really cool. But I haven't just been doing decorations. I've actually also, as you can see here, created a very long rail. And this was actually something I did in a stream a few days ago. I've created a very long rail all the way to the Guardian farm and down in this hole, which was to transport villagers into the Guardian farm of Doom. So now I have these guys, the triple trio of Doom. And these guys are fishermen that will buy cod for emeralds. So this is one way for us to get emeralds, and it's not super efficient, but consider that I have an unlimited supply of raw cod. I can always come over here and turn some of that raw cod into emeralds. And I gotta say, these guys actually trade a fair amount of times before they reset. Not reset, before they lock up, I should say. But yeah, there we go. Apart from the cod trade, these fishermen guys don't seem to have the best trades, like a pufferfly. I don't want to trade that. A clownfish, that's really rare. Even the salmon is like not super easy to come by unless I stand and kill the guardians myself. But they are good for, I mean, at least me not burning my cod, I guess, and I can do something with this ginormous storage of cod that I just have everywhere. And I haven't even AFK'd at this farm. It is quite ridiculous. But anyway, that's not why we are back here. We have to start thinking about what kind of trading center we want to do on the island, and also how we're gonna beat Mumbo now that he's changed directions a little bit away from the Genius Machine. Now, I'm going to keep my Genius Machine as part of the villager build-off. I think that this is still a very good thing to do before sending the villagers to the trading center. It's also very nice to lock their trades in like a place like this. I've also, in addition to all the other stuff I've done, I've also created this little shulker box which contains all the different job blocks, POIs that you need. So now I can simply come here when I have a villager, I can grab a composter if I want to make a farmer, and I can place it down. And yeah, I really like the system. I do not want to rip this down just because Mumbo ripped his down. I think this is still a good addition to the trading hall. So right now, the villagers comes out here, and I have a few of these guys just yeah, we have Depth Strider 3, we got a Mending for 1 emerald just sitting there. I really need to get my trading hall up and going. And I think we've talked about this before, but as far as location goes, I have all of this land to play around with, and I think it would be cool if the trading hall would sort of take up the majority of this space here, right next to the Genius Machine. It also makes sense considering that the villagers are pooped out on that side right now at the moment. So yeah, this is probably a good area. And I just got an idea. For a villager trading system, that would be quite unique. I think it's time to head over to my creative test world and see if I can work this idea out. What if we would create a villager on demand system? So the idea would be that you would have a button and you would have your book, and you would then select what librarian in this case you would want to get through using one of these lecterns. And based on that, we would get a signal through this little system here, and that would then request a villager that we store in a warehouse. I don't know what is with me and warehouses this season, but I mean, yeah, I think that would be really cool. So anyway, I've spent too many hours on this little prototype here, and I'm still not quite there, and I don't know if it's going to be possible, because right now I'm struggling with getting these guys to reset and realize that they have a POI right next to them. I don't even know if they can pathfind to this POI here. Now, if we do this, we would need a warehouse cell or a separate warehouse per villager profession type, and I also think we would need several warehouses for like librarians, because there are probably 40 books alone that I would want to have as trades. And so yeah, this module here is only 8 villagers, and I don't think I could compact it a lot more. This is actually, yeah, this is looking quite good. I think I got him to reset. Yes, I did, by placing down a lectern there. Okay, so maybe they can't pathfind to this lectern. You're stupid, because the lectern is right there, guys. Seriously, it's so close to you. The new villager system is amazing, but it is super confusing. There's no way of telling what lectern they are locked down to in survival. You can do it in creative, I think. Data, get entity, that target, brain. Yes, okay, so he has this lectern. Okay, so you can actually see in creative what lectern they pick. So I wonder if I can place down lecterns in between all villagers and somehow always get them to choose the right one. Because if they can't pathfind to this lectern, I don't see how they would be able, how this villager would be able to pathfind to this lectern. That wouldn't make any sense at all to me. But this system is confusing, so it has to be tested properly. Here's an interesting thing. This villager decided to just switch lectern. This guy now selected this lectern instead. What in the world? So he had this lectern, he found this. I mean, that could be a positive thing, actually. If they can switch like that without any reason to switch, because I didn't break this lectern, I guess they could eventually find the right lectern. It really feels like I'm designing a Sahara villager vending machine right now because of the techniques, if you will, that I'm using here. I need a decoder just like Sahara to send the redstone signals from there to here in the most clever way without it looking garbage. But yeah, I'm getting there, and hopefully we can try this out. This is the coolest thing ever. Absolutely coolest thing ever. I love it. I love it. I don't know how practical it is, but it is super cool. No one's gonna take that away from me. So check this out. If we select, let's say, protection 4 and then hit this button, we're gonna get the protection 4 villager. Now, just like the Sahara warehouse, it takes a little bit of time and he is struggling, but I can speed that up slightly in the final design. And he comes down here and he has protection 4. Sweet. And I've also tried this out with trying to lock their trades and seeing if they reset. Now, obviously, it's a matter of time because they reset twice a day, or they unlock their trades twice a day. So it has to be daytime and those sorts of things. But I added in a bunch of lecterns on the diagonal from them, and I'm hoping that they can pathfind to them. Now, please do let me know if you have the answer to that down below in the comments, because I'm not entirely sure. They're standing on half that block, so it feels like they should be able to pathfind. And by doing that, they should be able to reset fairly quickly. Let's see if this guy already reset. So protection 4, let's order him again. I mean, this is just added comedy effect that he travels so slowly, to be honest. And yeah, he did actually unlock himself. So it is fully working, I think. And I am over the moon. This is really, really cool. I really like this. So we would have this module here be a warehouse, and we could do 15 librarians in one with one lectern book, I think. And so I don't know if I need more than 15 librarians. I know I'm gonna need a lot of toolsmiths and stuff like that for the pickaxes that I want. I don't know if there are more than 15 books that I really need. I'm just having so much fun just playing around with this. Let's select piercing 3 and order it, and we should see, I think it's that guy actually. I think it's the first guy that's piercing 3. Yep, there he goes. Oh, this is great. This is absolutely beautiful. Sometimes you create things in Minecraft that you're just shocked by yourself of how cool it is in the end. Now, Mumbo's machine has a zombification on demand, so he can zombify villagers whenever he wants, which of course can lower the prices even further. And so we need to have that as well. But I was thinking with this vending machine setup, we could have that here. Like, we could probably get a Rodriguez to stand, oh, and hard. There we go, to stand right there, and then have some kind of piston with a lever or something like that, where we open it up and he can then attack the villager, and then I can install the potion brewing setup here again so that we have that on demand. Yeah, I can totally fit one of these genius modules into this. I think this is a winner. It is complicated, it is weird, it is unique, it's different, it's very Sahara-esque, but it is mine, and it is really cool. Now, back on the Hermitcraft server, I want to today see if I can design the vending machine part of one of these warehouse modules, because we're going to have several different vending machines depending on the villager profession, and the one that is most urgent is the librarian, which I really need to get them organized as soon as possible. And so what I was thinking was, I want to build something that looks a little bit like a library. Now, if we're gonna go with this vending machine idea, which right now I am very, very inclined to want to go with, we're gonna want to have a few different vending machines, one per profession, or maybe even two for the librarians, depending on how many books we need. I'm not entirely sure. And so what I'm thinking is, what if we put these vending machines along this planned road that goes here, kind of creating a little bit of a city, if you will, a city of vending machines. That's kind of weird. Decorating this is a big part of this, because that is a big part in the scoring of this. So I want to make sure to get this right. And I'm thinking of having two big windows where you can see all the way to the warehouse that will be on the back of this, I guess, 15 blocks wide. These things are going to be absolutely huge. But I think it's worth it. I hope it's worth it anyway. Now that is starting to look seriously cool. If there was such a thing as a Doom library, I think this could be very well. This could very well be how it looks. So I got some bookshelves, and that's the majority of the design. And then you enter here. Got two big windows so that we can see the warehouse modules, because I think that's going to be fun to watch. And then this would be the select button. We would have our book here. And I also have some storage here, because when trading with villagers, you get a lot of junk and you get a lot of emeralds and stuff that you need to keep a lot of emeralds to trade with them, etc, etc. So that's something that I've learned. And we can totally fit a Rodriguez thing in the back here as well, so we can re-zombify the villagers. I mean, I really, I've said it before today, but I'm really impressed with this idea. I think this is going to be so cool. Now, I'm not entirely sure on this little piece here. This may just look really stupid. It kind of does look a little bit stupid, but it also looks kind of cool as a front, that little window there. I've said this before, but I really like the glass textures now. They are so good. What happens if we put a little bit of lights in here? I always like doing this to illustrate, like, yeah, you can see all my builds have the same thing. Yeah, I think I like that. It's a little bit bad there, but I think I can work with that. I still haven't figured out fully how I want to do the roof of this thing, but these things usually comes to me after a little bit of thinking and looking at it. But that is the construction of our Doom library all done. And then on the back of this, of course, it will go further back, because that's where we're going to keep the warehouse. I just love the fact that it's a warehouse. I think it's so funny that I've made a villager warehouse for the vending machine. We have to head out of here for now, though, because I have to go and deliver the ice to Rendog. And I'm also really curious in seeing the racetrack that I bought. Yeah, I totally bought a racetrack without seeing any sketch or blueprints of it. I think his racetrack is right there. That's the racetrack. There it is. By the looks of things, he has got all the ice that he needs. Oh no, he's out of blue ice. Okay. Oh, this looks really cool. What is that? Some kind of roller coaster. I love this place. There's so many new things popping up over here. It's absolutely awesome. Anyway, let's do a little bit of a thing here. Dearest Rendog, you asked for 100,000 ice from Sahara. We delivered. These two shulker boxes contains 279,936 ice. Packed neatly into blue ice. Yeah, that's in addition to the ice you mined at our farm. We hope to get the opportunity soon to put up banners and logos all over the racetrack. Best regards, Architects. I hope I spelled that correctly. So there we have it. We have officially delivered all the ice that we were contracted to deliver, and then some. And I feel really good about this. This place looks absolutely sick. I am really excited to try this out, but I'm even more excited to put Sahara banners all over the place. Speaking about which, I'm thinking that we may want to do a few more of these logo type maps, even though it takes a ridiculous amount of time. But seeing the space of this or size of this, I'm thinking that like the entire wall here should just say Sahara Racetrack or something like that. Anyway, that's gonna do it for today, ladies and gentlemen. I really hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you did, do hit the like button down below, and if you're brand new, consider subscribing, and I will see you dudes in the next episode.